Hi guys, so I'm back in the kitchen again. Sorry about the glare. I wanted to show you the next round of treats that I'm making. It's a lazy Sunday. It's raining like crazy outside and there's nothing to do except do stuff in the house. So I decided to have a lazy day and bake up some nice tasty creations. Well, one's not baking, so I'm making one thing that is no bake and I am baking something else. You'll see what I mean when you watch the video. Both of these things are customized for my special diet. If you watched any of my other videos, you'll see that I am on a very restrictive diet as far as what I can and cannot have. And it's really helpful for my management of my chronic illnesses. So I get all this free food. If you watched my food bank haul videos, you see that I've collected quite a bit of free food, and I'm put that to really good use, and it saves a lot of money, and I can eat tasty meals and treats at a very low cost. I buy only a few things at the store that I can't get from the food bank. So these two creations have probably 95% of it is free. The only thing I'm paying for is I think there's coconut oil in both of these recipes, and there is, and of course, electricity to process what I'm processing. And if you are a subscriber of mine, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. I want to give a shout out, thank you to all of you who jump on my videos. There's some people that, like, as soon as they're posted, they're watching, like the last one had 4 people just jumped right on it. So I appreciate those of you who are doing that. And any of my new subscribers, welcome. I hope you enjoy the videos. I'm not the most talented videographer person. I'm always learning in life, right? I mean, we're always learning in life. And this stuff doesn't come easy for me. One, because I don't have the money for all the best equipment that some people have. I'm operating with my iPhone and an old Mac computer, MacBook, for editing. And that MacBook has stopped working in other ways that I can't afford to fix, so I have another laptop for all my other stuff, a cheap one, and I'm just on a really tight budget. And so this is the opportunity for me to say, because I'm on a really tight budget, I'm wondering if those of you who are viewing, and I know there's some of you who are viewing my videos that are not subscribed and they're not hitting the like, and that's not helping. So if you want to be helpful and help a poor video creator out, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and watch the video. And one of the things I do for I subscribe to a lot of YouTube channels. It's hard, I know, to keep track and to watch everybody's videos. But what I do, if I know I don't really care for the video, once I start to watch it and you're like, well, this isn't really, what I do is I'll put it on a different device. I have a couple cell phones that are active, and then I have some old ones. And what I will do to help out creators is then I'll put the video on one of my other devices and just let it run, and it plays, and YouTube sees that people are watching it, so they recommend it to more people. And the likes help recommend the videos to more people. So if you could help a gal out, I would appreciate it. I started this channel just as a hobby during COVID and enjoyment, something to do with myself and be creative. I'm very creative. I have a lot of videos on my channel that they're a variety of videos. I have 10 playlists, and you could check out the different playlists and see if there's something else you'd rather watch. There's a range of different topics on my channel, so go check it out. And like if there's anything in each video you're curious about, there's probably another video about that thing, right? So go check it out. See if there's something you're willing to watch, and if you can let one or two of them just run, that'd be great. That's what I do for other creators. Anyway, it's just an idea. And now am hoping to get monetized is where I'm going with this, because I could use a little extra in my pocket. We all know what's happening these days with our government, and everything's getting more expensive. And, I don't want to end up worrying about how to pay my rent in this new home to me. I just moved into this place in December, and they keep raising the rent and the utilities. And anyway, I could really use some help. So if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Okay, no more groveling. Let's get to the video to see what I'm creating in my kitchen now. Here I'm making my own homemade nut butter with free nuts. The only thing I paid for was the coconut oil. Ta-da! Now I'm creating this nice, creamy, smooth nut butter. Custom made for me. There it is in the jar. And next we're going to make a banana bread, but a special banana bread with no sugar. Watch and see what I use to sweeten it. It actually creates a more nutritious banana bread. And it will be grain-free, vegan, and much healthier than your average banana bread. So I use coconut oil instead of butter. Let me know in the comments if you have any special foods that you make for yourself, or if you're on any kind of special diet. Yes, I am using applesauce for a sweetener. So here I am greasing up the little loaf pans that I got at the dollar store. I'm sorry, but I must have not I thought I recorded the rest of the process of making the banana bread, but apparently I did not. I used some bananas that were going brown that I got free from the food bank. And I'm dropping things, which is normal for me. And the applesauce and coconut oil. And I put some spices, cinnamon and ginger and nutmeg and all of those spices, a little turmeric. I like to use that for reduces my inflammation. That's why I like making these foods, because I can tweak them to my own benefit. And with chronic pain and illness, I have a lot of inflammation, and that really helps that I can customize my foods I make to also help not only to be tasty and to be almost free, but to help with my management of my medical issues. So, got the little bit of flour in there to keep it from sticking. And again, you can let me know in the comments if you have any favorite foods that you like to make that are just custom for your own tastes or needs. I have to admit that at first I hated having to figure this out, how to make foods. It's sort of a double-edged sword, as they say, that like standing around and cooking is painful, especially when you can't get your food processor open. This thing sticks. I got it at the thrift store cheap, so can't expect a whole lot. Hope I don't drop it. That has happened. Mess everywhere. Get this into the pans. The first challenge is getting it off of the blade. And that's what happens when you have problems with your hands. These are the kind of messes I make all the time. Which is why it's a double-edged sword to have to make my own foods, because these are the struggles that I deal with. Trying not to drop things and trying not to cut my fingers. And hoping that, and I'm grateful that I have these appliances, because that's what helps reduce my need to stand so long in the kitchen. As soon as I'm done pouring this into the pans and getting in the oven, I can go sit down and rest. So I decided I want to try something new with my new air fryer that I got for Christmas from my daughter. I haven't tried to bake in it yet, so I thought I would experiment with this, see how these turn out in the air fryer. It has a bake setting. I've used it to bake meat for the dogs before, but I haven't used it to bake cakes or anything. This is like a sweet bread, so I had to get my camera right. Okay, there we go. We'll see how this turns out. Well, this is disappointing. This didn't turn out so good. It's too gooey in the middle still. So I'm going to have to stick it in the regular oven and see if I can finish baking it. So I put it on a tray and covered them, and it came out much better. That is more like how it should have come out. So now I know that my little air fryer is not so good for baking sweets. That is going to be very tasty. That turned out very good. Nice and moist.